What's up, y'all? Welcome to another conversation here on Fight Talk with Jimmy Dukes. We're here with the exotic one, Mr. Wes. How are you, brother?
Hello, I'm doing well.
What was
Ready to fight.
Right? Hey, what's up with the curls for the girls? Is that what we were saying?
That's what we gotta do. You gotta pump up for the camera. You're giving away my secrets. I don't want everyone to see all that. I didn't know we were rolling. That's just what I do. It's me in my natural state.
Right? I gotta get you, like, you always gotta be on your toes, man. Thank you for taking the time and talking to me, man. All jokes aside, but you got to fight July 5th, CFC 4. Let's talk about it, brother.
Yeah, July 5th. I actually had an opponent change recently. My previous opponent, unfortunately, he had pulled out, but I got a new opponent. I'm happy that I have a new opponent. I'm actually going to be fighting this time. So I'm sure I disappointed some people last time because they wanted to see me fight on April 5th. But yeah, now got an opponent. Going to be fighting at a new weight class also. Going to be going down 10 pounds, going at 160 this time.
Damn, I don't know where you're gonna drop that weight from, but let's kind of get into that. Now that you have brought it up, we were supposed to see you in the last one. It didn't fall through. I mean, it fell through. You know, how do you stuff as like an athlete? You know, stay positive to like, dang. I mean, I trained X amount of time. It fell through. And I mean, you were a crowd favorite for different reasons for the event.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, but you know, how do you kind of like, you know, move on from that and just kind of keep going? And then all of a sudden you hear you have an opponent fall out, but you got a new opponent. How do you stay mentally, you know, training when situations like that?
Yeah, when I found out, it was at the weigh-in, they told me, and I was pretty crushed because, you know, you're mentally preparing yourself to fight, and then it just took all the wind out of my sails. So I was bummed out.
Yeah.
For the rest of that day, at night, I was kind of just shrugging my shoulders, walking around. But then I was in my room, and I was like, okay, I don't have any control over this. Like, it happens sometimes, you know? Fights fall through. It's unfortunate, but I had to flip my mindset, realize I did everything I could. It's out of my control, and I'm going to be the ring boy tomorrow. Hey, let's turn a negative into a positive.
Yeah, and we had a good-ass time watching you. I mean, I was doing camera work for CFC, but you had everybody entertained, and I liked how you said that, like, hey, man, I was bummed, because I feel like a lot of that stuff is not talked about. For a lot of people, just assume that you guys are just machines, you just train and fight, but there's a lot of things that go behind the scenes and having to deal with certain emotions and stuff, because it's you're training. I always say this: you're training for a race that you can't even race in.
Right.
You know what I mean? But let's talk about this coming up event. You got a new opponent, catch weight 160. How's training camp been, brother?
Training camp, it's been good. I'm feeling confident. I'm ready for wherever the fight goes. I feel pretty confident. Actually, I want to touch on something else you said, because you said not a lot of people talk about that. They think we're machines. Another thing that doesn't get talked about is that I worked as a male in a female-dominated industry, right? As the ring card boy, no one talks about it. People are looking at me different. I can't even buy groceries without getting catcalled, getting whistled at.
I mean, you were wearing some short shorts and no shirt, so I mean,
right? But
I'm a married man, and my wife would be upset. I'd be staring at a chiseled. But yeah, talk about how fun that was at that time. I mean, shitty experience of having whatever, but you made the best of it. So keep diving into that. How fun that was after that.
Yeah, that was interesting. I don't know exactly what to say, how much I should say. I don't want to incriminate anyone or myself.
Yeah.
But I'll just say that I was basically team captain that day.
Yeah.
I was making sure, hey, let's get on it. Round 1, round 2. This is a 5-rounder, girls. Let's get it together. Let's go. You know, I'm hyping up
team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
UFC. Yeah. So it was fun. It was cool, though.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, it kind of, mostly I felt like it got my mind off of my cancellation.
Yeah, of course. That you're able to do that and stuff, but training camp's been good. You have a new opponent at 160. You're coming off, your last fight was a KO or TKO first round finish, if I'm not mistaken?
It was a TKO, which I was surprised. I was like, dang, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
I was like, because I'm mostly like, you know, I'm known for grappling. I've been doing grappling most of my martial arts life.
Yeah.
Most of my training and experience is in grappling. Mm-hmm. But that day, I think I decided that I wanted to throw down. I was like, hey, man, it's a fight. I might as well just try to fight.
Yeah.
I just like try to hold on to somebody, make it exciting, make it interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, July 5th, you got one coming up, and, you know, how eager you were to get in there and kind of show everybody, you know, what you've been working all this time. Even though, you know, all jokes aside, it sucks that, you know, I didn't get to fight, but now you're getting here to fight. So, you know, talk about how eager you are for the opportunity to fight on such a big card. card.
Super excited also to get to fight on the CFC platform because we've been to a lot of regional shows. I mean, I have,
Yeah.
or I should say local El Paso shows, and they have the biggest production by far. You get fireworks, you got the DJ, you got ring boys, you got so much going on. There's so much to the show, and it's a packed house every
Yes.
time. Like, the crowd brings the energy, the
Yeah.
fighters deliver, the fights deliver.
Yeah.
So it puts, I don't want to say pressure, but it makes me want to rise to the occasion
Of
to
course.
perform on that kind of stage.
Yeah, going back to the CFC banner and their promotions in this area, they have the biggest, I want to say, like, show by far, you know what I mean, as far as the production level and stuff like that, Speaking Rock. And it is cool because the atmosphere is part of the game. And, how do you feel that as an athlete, do you feed off the energy of the crowd compared to, like, being a quiet gym and stuff like that? When everybody's cheering for you or against you, does that kind of help you, motivate you to go out there and do your thing?
I feel that the crowd boosts me in a way. Having to perform, being under the lights, all the pressure's on, you got to deliver in that moment. I feel like that's where I shine.
Yeah.
Lights, camera, action.
And the exotic one,
The exotic one, he comes out, he shows up. He might not be here now. He might not. We don't know. We're gonna see him that night for sure. We don't know when else he's gonna pop up, but he's definitely gonna be there, July 5th at around 9:58 p.m. or whenever I fight. I don't know the exact time. I told I was 9th on the card though. I'm pretty high up. It's only my second fight. Hey.
That's what I was about to ask you.
Yeah,
So you're a little
pretty good.
further up in the card. I want to say there's at least 13 or 14 fights. It's a huge card. We got some amateur fights. We got some pro fights. There's some belts on the line. But before we get out of here, man, you want to shout anybody out, any sponsors, anything you want to get off your chest, bro?
Gosh, there's so much. I got so much to say. Mostly my coaches, Mike, Carlos, Jesse, my trainer, Mark, at Torch Fitness, Derek, Dynamic Bodywork for all your
for
recovery
sure.
needs.
Oh, for sure. He took care of me too, man. Hey,
Yes.
for sure. I know.
You got
shout out to Derek.
The guy.
Magic hands.
I'm shedding a
He's-
tear
hey,
under this glass.
Come catch some hands, he says. Come catch these hands.
Yeah, for real. My teammates, I have so many great teammates here at Elite. All my training partners. Yeah, I got so many great people helping me out, helping to prepare me to fight. It's an individual sport, but at the end of the day, it takes a team. The saying goes, it takes a village.
Yeah,
And
it
I feel
takes
like
a
I have
village.
a good village around me here.
Multiple villages.
Yes.
I want to say, man, because that's one thing that I always talk to a lot of fighters, and I think you cross-train at other places too, so it's always good to have that kind of energy and get those different looks from everybody, right?
Most definitely, it's important to get different looks because you can't get too comfortable in your own environment. I think that's something I ran into before I started fighting, was getting too comfortable in my own gym. And I said, I got to expand. I got to go different places, train with other people, especially if I want to fight. I have to be pushed. I have to be challenged.
Yeah, man. Well, CFC 4, July 5th. Mr. West, I appreciate your time, man. I'm excited to see you get in there and throw some hands or wrestle a guy. I don't care. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing you perform, man. I appreciate your time, man.
Thank you.
You guys, make sure you guys keep up with Fight Talk with Jimmy Dukes here on the Jimmy Dukes YouTube channel. All the different kind of athletes we're talking to. Until next time.
Shout out Jimmy Dukes, #1 combat sports coverage in all of the Southwest. #1.
I'll
No
take
one
it.
does it better out here.
I'll take it, man. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you, man. Hey, good shit, man. Win.